I want to talk about putting a fraction into its lowest term. We also sometimes call this simplifying fractions. And the best way to do that is to divide the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor. And the reason why we do this is it just makes it easier to think about fractional amounts when they're in their lowest form. It's much easier to talk about a fraction if you're, for instance, let's say you're talking about 2/3 versus some bigger number in the numerator and the denominator, because 2/3 is easier to think about. So the best way to do that is to factor both numbers, and then we will divide both the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor, the biggest number that's in both lists. So we'll go ahead and factor 88. I'm going to put it down here. So we'll have 88 down here, and we'll do 96 right below it. So the factors of 88 are 1 and 88. We know that 2 goes into it because 88 is an even number. And if we cut 8 and 8 in half, we get 44. 3 does not go into it because when you add both 8 and 8, you get 16. And that number is not evenly divisible by 3. So 3 does not go into it evenly. 4 does, though. If you take 1/4 of each of those numbers, you'll get 22. And we know 5 does not go into it because it does not end in either a 5 or a 0. 6 does not go into it because it has to be evenly divisible by both 2 and 3 to be able to be evenly divisible by 6. I don't think 7 goes into it. It's too close to 7 times 12, which is not 88. 8 goes into it 11 times. So we know 10 does not go, we know 9 does not go into it because if 3 doesn't, 9 will not. And we know that 10 doesn't go into it because it doesn't end in a 0. So that is the list of factors for 88 right there. Now let's look at 96. 96 will have tons of factors. So we know that 1 and 96 go into it. We know that it's an even number, so 2 goes into it. And I believe 2 times 48 may be 96. And 3 goes into it. How many times does 3 go into it? Well, I believe that is 32. You can do some long division to figure that out. 4 goes into it because when we cut 96 in half and got 48, we can also cut 48 in half and get 24. 5 does not go into it because it doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. 6 goes into it. How many times? Well, we'll have to go over here and do a little quick long division. 96, so my goodness, let's see. 16 times. So 16 and 7, I don't think 7 goes into it, but we'll come back to that if we need to. 8 goes into it, but how many times does 8 go into it? Let's see if we can figure that out. So we'll do a little long division here. 8 times 12. 8 and 12. And 9 goes into it. But you know what? I'm going to skip 9 because whatever the factor pair for 9 is, it will not be on the list for 88. But let's just go, well, no, 9, no, I take it back. 9 will not go into it because 9 times 10 is 90, and 9 times 11 is 99. So 9 is not a factor. That means, and we also know 10 is not because it doesn't end in a 0, and 11 does not because it's too close to 99. So those are the factors for 96. So let me remove my long division real quick. And then we will go through and we will divide both numbers by 8, which is the greatest common factor for these two numbers. So let's do that real quick. So 8 and 8. So 8 goes into 88 11 times, and 8 goes into 96, we said 12 times. So that is the simplest form of this fraction, and it makes it so much easier to think about and consider. So we did that one. So hopefully this one here will be a little easier to do. I'm going to erase this stuff here at the bottom so we can factor 45 and 60. We can find the greatest common factor for those two numbers. So as I'm erasing, start thinking about those two numbers and the factors that we already know they have in common. So let's go ahead and do, let's go ahead and do 45. So 45 factored. So 1 and 45. 2 will not go into it because it's not an even number. 3 goes into it. And I recognize 45 minutes as 3/4 of an hour, and I know that 1/4 of an hour is 15. So 3 times 15 is 45. 4 will not go into it if 2 doesn't. 5 goes into it. 5 times what is 45? Well, I believe that's 9. 6 will not go into it because 2 doesn't. 7 does not go into it. 8 does not go into it. And I think we have our factor list for 45. Now let's do 60 real quick. 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15, 5 and 12, and 6 and 10. And 7 does not. 8 does not, because it's too close to 64. 9 does not. So we're done. So what is the biggest number that's in both lists? Well, that's 15. So why do we choose the greatest common factor? These two numbers actually have other factors in common, specifically 5. We could use 5, but if we use the greatest common factor, we will not have to simplify it later. So we will divide both of these numbers by 15, and we will end up with 3/4. And that is the lowest form of 45/60ths. And it's so much easier to think about a quantity when it's in its lowest form.